I'm in with Hancock's the trainers. I'm in with Hancock's the trainers. That's what he said, right? Look, Ray. He got me by the elbow. See, Ray? Messing about. Moving the flesh about on it. I was just going in. I had my 3 and 6 ready, Ray, when he come up to me. I'm in with Hancock's, the trainers, and I'll give you 2. 2 for the 3rd race. Come on, you just make it. So I pulled out this inordinately large sum of money, which he immediately grabbed, you see, Ray, and he'd give me 2. Hermosa of Selsden as number 1 and Polish Otto. Hermosa of Selsden, Ray. Do it on a tote, he said. Do it on the forecast. So I went in and I shelled out 10 shillings on Hermosa of Selsden and the other dog, right? I come back outside again, see how the betting was going? Hermosa of Selsden is 10 to 1, right? I don't know why. This guy instilled faith in me, right? I don't know why. Anyway, fanfares blew, they brought them out. This fellow I went with said, there's yours. There's your dog, Hermosa of Selsden. So I looked at it. I swear to God, Ray. I looked back again. They lengthened to 14s. I thought, everyone has gone mad. I said, everyone has gone mad. Then you won't believe it, Ray. I'm watching the dog, right? And they're marching it around and back again. And just as they were about to put the dog in its trap, he stops, dead in his tracks. He tightens up, shivers, lowers his little ass, and has the mother and father of all dumps right there. Dog was 52 pounds as it was. After that lot shot through his glory hole, he was nearer 40.
Won't make much difference.
Of course it does. Ray, that's how to catch out those eggs in the ring. Ray, they got their backs to the dogs and the dogs' psychology. Anyway, the bell goes off. The hare comes shooting out, sets off the trap. Some bloody egg behind me shouts, they're off!
I know.
I'll cut it short for you, Ray. It was a dog mystic, Nora, all the way. Hermosa of Selsden wasn't even in it. Nowhere, dead out. I just stared, right? Right. I just stared. Then you won't believe this, right? When they went down to the track to take the dog back, it didn't want to go. It didn't want to go. That's what really got me, right? It didn't want to go. I wanted to go down there and kick it to death, right? I saw that dog for what it really was. Right? Nothing but a dirty little whippet. Dachshund on stilts. Filthy little fart with a horsehair shirt. Stop it from gassing everyone.
Yes. I usually don't bother with the forecast, actually. Usually double up on the favorites. Very fair last Thursday, as a matter of fact, Graham. I used to do the duella pools sometimes on the off chance, but they closed them down for the forecast betting.
I'm talking about last Saturday at Wandsworth, right? We're just leaving, huh? When this fellow I went with says to me, what you gonna do about it? I say, about what? I say, about for God, give you the dog. Ray, I completely forgotten about you. So we go back up the stands into the bar. There's the guy, give us a dog. He's sitting there with his back to us. But this fellow I went with, Ray, he's a bloody egg, in fact. You know what he did? He takes a lit cigarette. He walks up right behind the guy. And he burns a hole right in the back of his jacket, just like that. Then he taps him on the shoulder and says, hello. The guy, he turns around, but he don't recognize us at first, but then he does. And he says, oh, hello, boys, eh? Hello, hey, have a drink, eh? Have a... This fellow I went with, right, Jimmy, he says, 2 double scotches. And he gets them. Then this guy I went with, he grabs him. And he says, I wonder if you could help me. I'm interested in recouping certain losses made recently in an ill-advised venture. And I got with me here this tin of bandages, which I'm willing to sell. Matter of fact, I sell it so cheap, it would be a pleasure to cut yourself.
Heard that before, huh?
Anyway, this half-hearted idiot to give us a dog, he gradually catches on he's being threatened, and he shoots off his mouth. We get thrown out. They wouldn't let us back in.
Oh, well, you had a good day. You shouldn't let it worry you. Graham, you remember that time I was barred from the queer pub in Earl's Court for adjusting the vertical hold on the television set?
Yes, right.
That was ironical, wasn't it? Barred from a queer pub for adjusting the vertical hold.
Yes. Why don't you go unravel in the bath? You're starting to sound like Auntie Daisy, you are, pushing out the dirt. Bloody dog. Bloody little animal.
Oh, forget it.
I have forgotten it.
And you've forgotten about forgetting it as well.
Oh, yes. Yes! Yes! Yes.
I don't know.
What? You don't know what?
Got out of bed the wrong side.
It must have done.
I did.
Oh, did you? Right, then. Right. Right. Sharon should come around. Bringing any food?
I didn't ask her to. I didn't give her any money.
I never pay for sex, right? That's because Jesus Christ paid for our sins.
That's got nothing to do with it.
I like her, Ray. I like her very much.
Let's give her a miss. Let's go up the West End.
Right, then. What's the name of that place you got thrown out of? Let's go there.
The Earl of Strathmore, Strathcote. That's at Earl's Court.
Oh.
Close a bloody window.
With railers drawn on the outside and wide runners on the inside, tonight's heats of the Ben Truman Stakes at New Cross present a really difficult assignment for punters. And I would not be at all surprised to see more than a couple of shocks before the 6th for Saturday's finals are known. What they want to do that for? Bellingardi runs wide. They should shove on the outside. It's a very pacey little hound. Clock 28:06 solo last Monday. Remember? Why ain't they written it up? Here. She is also no stranger to New Course, having won over the course and distance, and connections were wise to renew her associations with the circuit by giving her a 500-yard spin on Monday. She'd be on Big Offer.
She won't be in a big offer at all. What'd you say that for?
She got Miss Vanilla and Springast against her.
Ugh. Half an hour's boredom and agony for a few seconds' pleasure. Huh.
If Sharon were here, she would say, that's like a lot of things, Ray. Then leer at you. I spared you that.
How bothered was I about being spared it?
I don't know. It's all on the cards.
I don't see it.
It don't matter. I'm not going that far with you.
You got food, warm people,
No.
you got country.
Here.
You
got elite.
You got this,
No.
Ted. Look, here. No? You got taste.
They're not for perusing those magazines.
You got a sporting life.
Wedding bells for Mervyn Gloria. He'll marry the Queen Mother before that bitch. I've seen him at Axelrod's. With Cherry Snow.
Oh?
That's it. I'll talk with him.
Did you?
He asked for you.
Speak about me, did he?
I said they're not for perusing those.
Is it voice?
Hello.
Back of me. How's your wife and my 3 babies? Getting fat? Fame is a first disgrace. Why? Man wants to know why. Fame is a first disgrace, right?
Well, everyone knows that.
Because God knows who you are. God knows who you are. I remember coming out the pictures once with a fella. And we walked the whole way to Holborn Viaduct. He didn't say a word. Finally, he turned to me and said, "Those Italians really know what life's about." I could have kicked him in the crotch.
The last time I went to the pictures with you, you said you went with some American. And after you came out, he said, "Some very poignant songs have come from the mines."
I could have cut his balls off, too.
I remembered you saying that. Came from Pittsburgh, huh? I remembered that. There aren't any bloody mines in Pittsburgh.
No, not in Pittsburgh, Ray, no. But as far as I remember, Ray, Pittsburgh is the center of the mining district in Pennsylvania. I forced that out of me. Let's go have a drink. My nerves are bloody wound up.
I could drink you under a table.
Have to be a small table.
You're getting very kittenish.
Huh? Let's go have a drink, Ray. Where's the nearest pub you got thrown out of? Let's go there.
We passed it.
Which one was that?
In Strathmore Arms. Barman came up to me and said, "You'll have to go." "I'm sorry, you'll have to go."
Why?
You're always reading. You bore the customers.
You're always reading, you bore the customers.
Huh.
Let's go there. Hello, Graham. How's it going, Barry?
Hello.
Who was that? You playing your game?
That turned him over. Let him cook on the other side.
Didn't look that sort to me. From the start, he was cut to pieces and reeling about the street. You could have pissed in his face and watched it evaporate.
Right. You don't believe me then, right? Turn around. We'll catch him up. Come on. Hello there.
Huh?
Hi. How's it going, man?
You're not Joseph at all.
There you go. I've seen you, haven't I? Cat for dog track.
Well, you're not Joseph at all. Get out of my fucking way. Huh? Don't you touch me. I'll never want to walk up and down here without you bloody fucking drug addicts coming up to me. You know what Winston Churchill said about dogs? He said they were animated roulette. He had all the wit in the world. That'll keep you thinking for a bit. And what you come up to me for? Why don't you just walk about the streets with lies coming out of your eyes, lies coming out of the tips of your fingers? That's what you're at. You damn well go away.
What a naughty little man, Ray. He's trying to break the rules. Huh? You might have been a fellow give me a tip last week. Hey? I might want to thank you for it. We'll kick you to death. Hermosa of Selsden at 20 to 1.
What are you talking about, Graham?
Hermosa of Selsden at 20 to 1.
Well, I want no thanks from you. And when I want to thank you for something, I shan't. Damn well go away, you bloody split ass, ruining the bloody streets. Get out!
Hermosa of Selsden at 20 to 1.
Get out!
Get out! Woo! 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 Hermosa of Selsden at 20 to 1. Wee! Hermosa of Selsden at 20 to 1. Woo! Woo! Woo!
If you say you see what I mean, I think I'll go quietly mad.
Look, next time you go along with me. You bloody go along with me, Ray.
That dog didn't win.
Oh, God, Ray, I give up. Go along with me! You bloody go along with me!
He was shaking all over.
It's all very well you're saying you're gonna go quietly mad if I say you see what I mean.
Poor old bastard. For all you know, his wife might have just died or might have been laid off or something.
Oh, God, Ray, laid off. You see what I mean? I'll fucking well say it now.
What?
How much thought you give it?
What?
Hermosa of Selsden.
Oh, I didn't pay much attention to it. I had Phelan's Mandy and Matson Wonder. Phelan's Mandy can catch visions.
That wasn't very adventurous of you, was it?
One of the selections said Hermosa of Selsden would be a back marker most of the way.
It's a bloody lie.
It was in Thursday's Greyhound.
It was?
I got the cutting here.
Here. You find it there. Go ahead, you bloody find it there.
What's that?
It's a weekend, Tom.
How would you spend your last hour? Weekend asked 16 famous people what they would do, given the choice, as the seconds ticked away. 60 minutes to live. What would you do?
I'd read the bloody thing. If I said I was going to read it, I'd read the bloody thing.
1 hour to live. 60 minutes left on the earth to wind up the account. Many men have faced up to it, some bravely, some with a whimper. It is about the most profound subject a human being can think about. But it is only when people start talking about those vital 60 minutes that the infinite variety of views emerges. Would you pray? Would you cry? Would you leave with a smile?
What's to say about the dog?
I think it's interesting. The future prospects of personal pets will be the first concern of writer Beverly Nichols. I would ask Gaskin, my manservant, to take care of my 3 cats, Anthony, Trollope, and 5. That's only 2, Graham. That's only 2 cats.
It's the price you have to pay, isn't it? It's 3, you silly cunts. Anthony, Trollope, and 5. 3.
I would then give Gaskin the time off. And I would play some records. Rachmaninoff's 18th variation on a theme. Why, you've read it then?
I've read it.
What are you going on about? Why can't I read it?
I don't care. Bloody read it.
I
Couldn't give a bugger what you do.
As a matter of fact, there are a lot of people you follow in here. Anna Massey, David Frost, the Duke of Bedford, Leslie Ann Down. What would be the last fling of socialite Mrs. Bunty Kinsman? A parachute jump over the Sussex Downs to buy 2 gorgeous dresses from Balenciaga. I'm just picking up the funny ones, Graham, for a laugh.
Right.
Didn't you say you met her?
Let's go, mate. Let's go. Down the road. Come on.
I didn't read you out the best one, Graham. Barbara Cartland, the famous novelist. She said...
Look, you could go back home to that old cow of yours you like, you know. You don't have to come along with me. Well, with her minge and your socks, you have to open the fucking window. Only next time you go along with me. You can go home, you like, you know, she's not there. Go have a row with yourself in the toilets. Go unravel in the bath. I don't care. I tell you, I don't care. I don't care. I don't.
No, I just thought... I mean, I like going out with you, Graham.
Yes. Yes. Right.
It's all right with you, Graham.
You're right. You're quite right. Oh, yes. Listen to this prick. Hermosa of Selston has more than an average turn of early foot, and from a favorable draw may well reach the first bend in front. Should sweep away into the lead and career away for what could well be the most decisive winning margin of the evening. Great gusto should outstay all but the selection. Hermosa of Selston. Now they got the nerve to bring that dog up again. We've seen that bloody hand. Seen that bloody hands. Favored by having trapped 3 vacant. Won't make a difference. They were bloody vacants. We've seen that bastard dog.
Isn't that him? That one?
Who? Won't make a difference. They all fucking vacants.
Who?
What's the time?
One of those people you follow. There. No, see there? No, there. There he is. You see there? There.
Yes. No. What's that? It's another one. I know who you mean. I know who he is.
Well, let's go chat him up.
Yes, right. Whatever for, right?
Well, you know, next time you see him, you can say to yourself, you know, you and me, we chatted him up, and now it went or something, I don't know. I don't know why you follow these people.
They follow me. Coming along with me, are you?
Well, yes, Graham.
You're being a bit kittenish.
Graham.
Excuse me? I would just like to say that I admired greatly the way you extricated yourself from that dirty little bitch on the train to Santa Fe.
Oh, yes. Yes, you saw that, did you? Oh, yes.
Yeah, my friend and I, we happened to spot you over here in the corner. We just thought, you know, if we would just come over, just let you know we were on your side.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you. You know, they're releasing that again.
Oh.
As a matter of fact. Yes, I was quite pleased about that. I suppose you'd be...
Oh, no, we'll be there. Oh, no, David. Oh, David, we'll be there.
Oh. Yes, I thought it was fairly well buried, that one. I must say, it is nice that you should do.
No, we're great admirers of yours, Dave. Great admirers. You know, when we first saw you, oh, you had a part in Oklahoma at Hastings 5 years ago, right? There are not many people come up to you and tell you about, have they?
No. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember that well. The local newspaper said it was a once-in-a-lifetime clinch with Gaiety.
That's a giggle, huh, right? Can I get you a drink?
Yes, well, yes, Campari. Thank you.
I'll get it right. Don't want to rush off your feet. Campari. That's port and lemon in disguise. You're selling that, aren't you? Can I have Campari? Glass of scotch. And a glass of tonic with a slice of lemon. David, you have the old joke. Hey, she been taken up, huh? That dirty little bitch on the train to Santa Fe?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's been, yes, thank you. She's been, yeah, she's been taken up in a big way.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
This recent one you've been working on, David. This recent one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the director like to work with?
Oh, you've been reading about that one, have you?
Yes.
Well, it was very difficult work to begin with, but I found that the only way to avoid direct clash personalities was to, well, almost the exact opposite to what he wanted. I mean, not quite the exact opposite. Do you see what I mean? But almost. The exact opposite. And then you see, he knew that you weren't kowtowing to him like everybody else. At the same time, you weren't sort of, you know, playing the game of doing the exact opposite, in order to show that you were, obviously, as well, you know, standing up to him. You see, it's very...
Brilliant, David. This is absolutely brilliant.
Oh.
Right? No?
Yes, very, very clever.
You know, it's funny you should talk about that film, because you know what? Ray and I were talking about that very film just before.
Yeah?
And he bet me you really lived it up there, David.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Well, no, it's not what you'd imagine at all, really.
No.
It isn't.
We got no illusions about it, David, no illusions at all. You know, I can imagine just what it's like, you know. I saw you rehearsing the other day. Hammersmith, some hall there.
Oh, really?
I often pass that place on my way to the dogs. You know, do you go to dogs at all, David?
No. No, I don't. I never have the time. I'd lose, I suppose. Somebody was saying something about greyhound racing the other day. Some remark. No, I was reading it. Animated roulette. Winston Churchill. Animated roulette. No, I don't follow it, really.
Graham follows it.
Yes. Yes, well, I'll be with you in a minute. Oh, just going downstairs to shake the icicles off. Huh? Oh.
Going downstairs where I see a man about a door. Huh?
Coming along with me, are you? You're gonna hedge your bets.
Yeah. No. It's like you say, Graham. It's just like you say. The old black magic. Who's the third man who walks beside you?
Hello. What?
Knock 'em back, don't you, David? I bet your liver goes on living long after you're dead. Why'd you have to hire a couple of guys like us to beat it to death? What about coming down the road with us? A place we know.
Oh, no, I have to get back. I really must get back. I'm very, very tired.
Oh, well, we walk along with you.
Oh, very well.
You know, David, you haven't let us introduce ourselves. My name is Graham, David, and this is my very good friend here, Ray Summers.
How do you do?
Do you mind at all being recognized by strangers?
Oh, no. It's just part of the old... Well, they usually get my name wrong, and then they get embarrassed and walk away. No, it doesn't take much out
You know,
of you.
I expect a lot of them must come up to you, ask you for your autograph, then say it's for their small son, their niece, someone you never heard of, just to cover up, right?
Yes,
Can I have your autograph?
No, it's funny you should...
It's for Ray.
You've got one of those pens that writes underwater.
What? I never knew that. Oh, well, come in handy to play the Duke of Clarence with.
Oh, they wouldn't let you. He was Jewish. You know, there were 50,000 Sephardic Jews in London in 1066. They all got to the top, then nobody knew who they were. There were 20,000 Negroes in England in the early 1800s. Nobody knows where they are. Ray's Jewish.
Oh, yeah?
He had to have it cut off. a bloody warlord. Stop laughing. You sound like a clam going mad.
Yes, well, yes, well, perhaps I should run across you again.
Run across us again, David? You'd have to run very fast. Very fast indeed. Don't you live in Knightsbridge now? I was reading your house in Chiswick is up for sale. Property call.
Oh, are you?
You're very funny to me, David.
What do you mean I don't live up to the old...
No. You got it all wrong. And even if that were the case, we'd forgive you, wouldn't we, Ray? Oh, you're very, very tired. But you sell yourself so cheap. Don't defend yourself. You got to put yourself out a bit. They'll defend you as much as they can, David, but when it comes to crucial issues, you're out on your own. You haven't done half of it. Well, let's leave that for a bit. Right? Turn to the more rational side. How would you assess his physical condition and stature? In a few words, right? For guidance.
Well, I'll say about 6 feet. 13 stone. Well covered. Fairly good working order, I should think.
Said you were very approachable, David. Kick him in the stomach, get him on the ground, put your handkerchief in his mouth, kick him again, we see what follows. Now, okay. Let's put it another way for you. It's the simplest thing in the world once you grasp it. Now, you take Ray, for example. This girl he's shacked up with, Sharon. She thinks he's you. And when they're in bed, David, he thinks he's you, and she thinks she's being done by you. Well, it's not quite as simple as it was. Kick him again, go on, kick him. It's got nothing to do with resenting you. Nothing at all. It's just that it seems stupid you're not there with Sharon and Ray to defend yourself. I think he's ready now, Ray. Have his face done. What's that? On the left-hand side of his face, Ray. Was that a birthmark?
No, I just did that.
Wasn't I going to tell you a story? Listen. This man and wife go into a pub, and the man says to the barman, "I'll have a Guinness." And the barman says with a wink, "That'll put lead in your pencil." I can't write. The man says, saving his wink for another time. As a matter of fact, I swindled you, David. I usually like to tell that story at the beginning to ingratiate myself. But I thought I'd keep it to the end with you, out of pure selfishness. I like to give my stories a good air, and this one's off the record, mind you. But what keeps an old Englishman happy? Tell him a joke when he's young. See what he's got in the bottom drawer, right? We don't want him to be typecast. I'm surprised at myself, David, giving you this publicity. Touch you. I wouldn't touch you with a sanitary towel. Where was it?
Monmouth Street.
That's it. Monmouth Street. You had a beautiful woman with you then, David. Beautiful buttocks she had. I think it was your wife, Ella. She was slightly pregnant at the time. 19,000 men were having blood tests. Beautiful buttocks she had. I watched one going like a fiddler's elbow. Then I lost track of it. Watch the other. Backs of our knees. Almost edible, David. I was with a friend of mine from my office. I watched him come without trimming a candle. But as we were walking in your direction, this friend of mine, he recognized you. But he looked away. See, David? He looked away. I'm not going to give myself away. See? That's what he was thinking. I'm not going to give myself away. I could ask you now, David, what danger was there in that? Huh? You wouldn't have remembered him, even if he'd given himself away, would you? But what he didn't know, what he didn't realize was the reason he wasn't looking at you is because you're a dirty leper. You're a hideous cripple. It's extremely rude to stare at hideous cripples. I don't see any blood. Fish. A little daylight through his cheek. Wait.
Glamorous, Ray. It's too glamorous.
No, Graham.
No? I don't want to leave any false trails. I don't want to leave us screaming. Less sweat. How'd you feel?
I feel quite enthusiastic.
Go ahead, man. We'll have to make some concessions. Don't want him to think it was sleeping tablets. That little number.
He'll have a new number.
That's all for now, David. Except for a few cheap, ironical statements, such as, thank you for having spared us the time. And we'll be in touch with you. I expect you're familiar with those.
I met that fellow the other day.
Who?
You know. You
met him.
I walked past him. He didn't recognize me.
He didn't recognize you. Oh, he's got a nerve. Not recognizing you, Bay. And it takes the bloody biscuits. Was he looking at you?
He looked at me, and then he looked away.
Well, he recognized you then.
No. No.
That was a bit of moody, Ray. Made the game simple for him so he could understand it. And he blatantly chooses to ignore the rules.
Well, you know, you might have thought we were jealous.
All that gone to waste. Huh?
Huh.
No, I don't think. No, he's not as stupid as that, Ray. It was a double bluff. Double bluff. Well, I don't grudge it, him all said and done. He's entitled to do what he likes, you know. He's been out of work for 6 months.
He's probably on the streets now.
Pouncing around like a blue-ass fly and flogging his chops into the bargain. Poor fellow.
The Salvation Army does a lot for them.
Ray.
Phelan's Mandy.
You chose that, you silly cow.
Phelan's Mandy.
Give him a ring.
It's ex-directory.
Belgravia. 61527. Use your Douglas Fairbanks voice.
Hello. Hello. Is David there? Hello, David. Is that you? Well, we've been watching your movie, you know? Yes. Spellbinding. I expect you've had your fill, but I wanted to register it with you before I leave tomorrow. You put on a great show. Well, can I know who this is? That's a game, kid. That's a game. You put your finger on it. I just wanted to say what a fine showing, that's all. Yeah. No, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Bye now.
Isn't he slow? Oh, it makes you sick.
Yeah. You know, in 3 years' time, he's gonna have 10 facelifts. Every time he winks, his legs are gonna jump up in the air.
Belt up, Ray. Belt up. Go on, belt up.
Sorry.
That's all right. What's the selection say?
Phelan's Mandy, 100 to 8.
Oh, fat chance. Their selection, not yours.
Polish Otto.
Otto? What's it say, then?
Polish Otto. Traps well and is well placed for a wide runner. If she can lead out from privately trained Phelans, she should outstay the field. But she tends to get badly balked.
I'll take that. Otto. Bring it with you. Coming?
Yes.
Well, come on then, Ray. Privately trained, Ray. Huh? Ray.
Thank you.